Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Rex. This is a whiskey because that's what we do.
And it's from Matthew Zitrick.
We do the whiskeys.
Who is now a patron saint of whiskey.
Matthew Zitrick. He gets 3 dings.
The last one I did a little heel kick. You can't see it because it's off camera.
Okay.
All right, so this is kind of cool. So originally Naked Grouse.
Again with the grouse.
Grouse.
I'm gonna have to share my grouse story someday.
Yeah, you are. Naked Grouse was released originally as just part of the famous Grouse line.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But recently...
You say this, I'm not aware of the famous grouse line.
Okay, well, whatever.
What makes
the
it
brands
famous?
that they have?
Is it like a well-known thing?
Famous Grouse is one of the more sold whiskeys in Scotland. Oh my god.
I don't know.
It's like we don't even have a whiskey review channel. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't learn.
So
my job isn't to
Son
learn.
of a bitch. So recently they decided that they wanted to make this a standalone brand. So they rebranded the whole bottle and they're releasing it separate from all other things as a bottle of scotch, blended malt called the Naked Grouse, and it's only blended malt now, no grain.
Okay. So what makes it naked? Is it plucked?
I can't say it. This is a family-friendly show.
Is it plucked? It doesn't look naked.
Yeah.
You know what I like about the design of the bottle? They were like so confident in the fame of their grouses. Mm-hmm. They didn't even put a big label here. They just did like
the outline of a grouse.
Outline of a grouse.
Yeah, and then the name's up top, and that's it. Naked.
Yeah. And then people like me be like, "What the hell's a naked grouse?"
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Whiskey design for people that aren't me. But on the nose.
So they're trying to go for a more sherry cask.
Okay.
A sweeter kind of malty release.
I'm saying like the malty fruitiness on that nose.
Yeah, it's very much so.
Yeah.
In theory, it's got Highland Park and Macallan and Glenturret in it.
It's a fruitiness that is flirting with the Pier 1 import type of boutique-y,
yeah, the wicker,
potpourri type of smell, yeah.
Like weekends shopping when you didn't want to be shopping, but you're stuck at Pier 1.
All right, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Nice nose. As expected.
Ooh.
As expected.
That is really good.
Good, and I'm thinking, this is like a 40%, yeah? 43. Low proof.
Yeah, but it's
tasty. It's still got some complexity, even at that low of a proof.
And it doesn't have the funky mustiness of a lot of the budget malts that I've found.
Oh, there's no must. Yeah.
Right. And it doesn't have that brittle shininess of budget blends that I've found.
Yeah, it's fresh and it's fruity and malty and all those things.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I like it.
I wonder how it compares to just a generic Macallan.
Why Macallan? I don't know. Did you say Macallan earlier?
I said Macallan earlier. Highland Park.
We've established this scores of times. I'm just waiting for you to stop talking so I can say things about the whiskey.
About the whiskey.
The real
so
reason.
I can be a sommelier.
The real reason why people are here.
All right, so Highland Park 12.
In my head, the more I talk about the whiskey and say smart things, he'll pour me more things.
It's more sherry than the Macallan 12.
Really?
I said Highland Park 12 while pouring Macallan 12.
You poured the one glass.
Yeah, we're both gonna. I actually like it better than the Macallan 12.
There's a little bit more of a woodiness to that Macallan.
Yeah, but there's more richness to the Naked Grouse. Mm-hmm. Ironically.
You got the naked, and you got the wood.
Yeah. Now we just need a grouse.
Poor grouse.
Poor grouse. Okay, so we're gonna compare it to a random one that John Guentzel sent. Now,
why are we doing a random comparison?
Because it's also a wine finish.
Okay.
Single malt.
Okay.
That's smoked.
All right. So what's the other thing here with the?
The other thing is Andalusia Stryker.
This is from John Guentzel.
John Guentzel.
Guentzel. Nah, it's Guentzel. You magnificent bastard.
Okay, so this is from Stryker, the Stryker from Andalusia.
Yeah.
Now, I bought 2 of these bottles when they did a special release on them.
Okay.
And I was going to donate one to the Vault.
Yeah.
And then John gave us one, so now I get to keep 2 bottles. That's how that goes. Okay, so this is the Andalusia that is smoked with wood, not peat.
Yeah,
Stryker, right?
You can tell. Yeah, it's more of a campfire.
And then they finished this special edition in Cadillac wine barrel.
Oh.
Now, Cadillac wine is it's a sweet white desserty kind of direction,
yeah.
right? Slowly over time, it's like apricot and citrus and that kind of direction.
Well,
right?
you do get this nice complementary layer of this smoky bit. It's like the campfire is just starting to burn off. It's not, you know, dead and damp, but the last bits of smoke are still kind of puffing up right there.
Now, it's a French oak barrel that they used. Here's the weird thing to me. The original Stryker...
With some sweet, nice, fruity elements in there. Now you may talk.
Well, the original Stryker is not as smoky as this, but finishing it in that French
Cadillac
wine cask somehow accented all of the smoke notes and brought them to the top. It's like using salt to balance the sugar, but it makes it sweeter when you're baking.
You know, I hate that you said that, and I immediately got a little bit of saltiness on that.
Yeah.
That's the way the brain works there, yeah.
So it's got all the rich wood depth of Stryker, but it's even spicier than the original Stryker, while simultaneously in the finish has this nice desserty
campfire, and then so it's mostly wooded campfire,
yeah.
but there is an element of like a savory meat in there. There's an element.
But in the palate, it balances it out, right? You think you're just going to be overwhelmed with smoke and that meat note, but it's not. That sweet finish just sort of rounds everything down a little bit.
I would say the smoky bit is 80% of that.
Yeah.
80% of that palate there. But all of the things surrounding it are just the rich and I'm going to say smooth because it's surprisingly smooth. I wasn't braced for how easy it is to sip.
Yep.
Based on that nose.
It's a good one.
That fruity smoothness wrapping that smoky bit. That's quite nice. Quite nice. We got the Jared Olson. The Jared Olson says, I have a general question that you guys or anyone can really answer. Is there a whiskey that you guys just don't like at all? Sort of, if you had the option to have that whiskey or nothing, you would choose nothing. I do know that people prefer different brands, blends, types over others, but is there one that you would not drink at all?
There's two for me.
Okay.
Flavored whiskey, no matter how much I try to do it, unless it's mixed into coffee or mixed into a cocktail or something like that, but if it's just sipping whiskey, just can't do it. I'd rather have water. And the other one is beer-based whiskey, where they took a hoppy beer and tried to distill
the hoppy thing, yeah.
And the hops just go straight to the top.
Okay, so
I'd rather drink
I was
water.
about to say no, but the things that I've had hops put into, it's just I haven't had it executed very nicely. I've had one that was like, okay, this isn't a travesty against all of mankind, but the vast majority of the time, hops didn't really belong as far as my preferences go. Beyond that, I think almost all the whiskeys I've had, there is probably some way, shape, or form that it could be blended with something, mixed in a cocktail. There is something that I think can happen to that whiskey. Yeah. But with the hoppiness, I just don't, there's no way intrinsically ingrained in the essence of that whiskey.
Going back to the Naked Grouse and Macallan, I'm going to say that the Naked Grouse is the people's choice.
Because they're so famous?
Because there's more of them and it's cheaper than Macallan typically. And what I'm going to tell you is the difference between them, now that they've had a chance to rest, is they're still like 70% there. Like there's 70% of overlap in the Venn diagram.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And with Macallan, what goes off the variants is more of the oak and wood notes.
Yeah.
And what goes off on the variants of the Grouse is the rounder, sherried, sweeter.
Jonathan Bedell, Daniel has more trouble opening bottles. Than anyone else I've ever seen.
Now you've made me self-conscious, and I'm gonna have to start opening all the bottles before we hit record.
It gets better. It gets better. It must be his creepy little hobbit hands.
You mean these hands?
Hashtag hobbit problems matter.
You mean these hands?
Dude, you really want to try to see who can weird out the other the most?
No, I'm not.
I will play that game all
interested.
day. All right, here's the fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, I fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.